The snake's world is full of predators and nightmarish creeping crawlies, but there are a few frightening-looking snakes that don't deserve such a fearsome reputation. Let's check out the 10 terrifying snakes that are actually friendly. Number 10. Western Hognose Snake. The Western Hognose snake is a harmless diurnal North American colobred that has grown in popularity in collections around the globe. Its natural range extends from southern Canada through the central U.S. A few things that make the hognose stand out against other snakes are the fact that they are rear-fanged, have an upturned nose, and they had a hood like a cobra. These animals are extremely unlikely to bite. In the wild, they rely on bluffing techniques to ward off threats. They'll puff up their body and exhale hard, making a hissing sound, which is unusual as you don't really hear this in most small snakes. When they strike, it is usually a warning, and they'll not even open their mouth. The main features that make this animal a great pet for young or new owners are the fact that they remain a manageable size. They'll only need a 3-foot enclosure to house them for life, and they are one of the least aggressive snakes in the pet trade. Number 9. Green tree python. The green tree python is one of the most fascinating and colorful snakes enjoyed by herpetoculturalists. I've always been fascinated by green tree pythons. There's just something so cool about a green jungle snake, the kind of exotic reptile that you may only ever see in videos or a zoo. Green tree pythons are a classic jungle snake. They come from the jungles of eastern Indonesia, the Aru Islands, the Cape York Peninsula of Australia. Green tree pythons are a smaller-sized python. They are long and slender and reach an average length of 5 to 6 feet. Green tree pythons can live 12 to 20 years. Green tree pythons can actually use their tail as a lure to attract prey. Once their dinner is close enough, they strike. They also have heat-sensing pits on their mouth that allows them to sense warm-blooded creatures. This helps them locate their prey when hunting. In captivity, they are usually raised on mice and rats. Green tree pythons actually change colors, not like chameleons do, but as they grow into adulthood. Number 8. Boa constrictors. Boa constrictors are some of the most famous snakes, partly because they're popular as pets, but also because of their vast size, sometimes 13 feet, 3.9 meters long, and weighing more than 100 pounds, 45 kilograms. There are more than 40 species of boas, and they live in deserts, tropical forests, and savannas from Mexico to Argentina. Cousins of the green anaconda, these weighty serpents captivate researchers for many reasons. Boa constrictors are ambush hunters, often hanging from trees until they can grab a passing animal with their jaws. Once that happens, they create 2 or more loops with their bodies to fully encircle their prey. Scientists long believed that boas kill with suffocation, but a 2015 study found they actually use an even quicker method. They cut off the victim's blood supply. Many animals can survive a relatively long time without air, as demonstrated when humans are revived after nearly drowning, and because boa constrictors' natural prey can be dangerous. Often equipped with sharp claws, teeth, hooves, or beak, the snakes work as quickly as possible. After a large meal, a boa constrictor may not need to eat again for weeks. Number 7. Rosy boa. Peaceful and easy to care for, the rosy boa is one of the best pet snakes you can get, especially if you're a beginner. It's a beautiful species to boot, and can become a showstopper in your collection. There are many different types of rosy boas. Your average rosy boa is going to have a tan-based color. Rosy boas do very well in captivity. They don't require complex decoration, but you do need to have a tight lid. These pet snakes are notorious escape artists. Number 6. Garter snake. Garter snakes are another small species worth looking into. Females can get around 3 feet long. Meanwhile, males are usually 2 feet long or less. Like the ringneck snake, pet garter snakes have a relatively short lifespan. Wild garter snakes only live 4 or 5 years, but a well-cared-for snake in captivity can live up to 10 years. A good enclosure for this species will have dense vegetation and plenty of branches to climb on. When it comes to temperament, garter snakes can be a bit defensive. Younger snakes are known to coil up and strike. However, this behavior usually goes away once they get older. This is especially true when handled regularly. Number 5. California king snake. If you're a fan of all things dark and mysterious, the California king snake is for you. This gorgeous species is covered in stripes of black or dark brown and white. It's eye-catching and one of the best pet snakes for beginners. As their name would suggest, California king snakes are native to the west coast of the United States. In addition to California, they're found in Oregon, Nevada, and Arizona. This snake is one that requires a lot of commitment to care for. Luckily, they're quite easy when it comes to husbandry. They're also very friendly. After settling in their new homes, these pet snakes quickly get comfortable with handling. That said, the California king snake isn't as friendly towards others. The species can exhibit some cannibalistic tendencies, so housing more than one snake together is a bit no-no. Number 4. Corn snakes. The trusty corn snake is an incredibly popular species in the pet trade. It's often the very first species that snake lovers get the opportunity to care for. Revered for their docile nature, this is one of the best pet snakes for beginners. However, they're loved by collectors and seasoned reptile enthusiasts too. These reptiles are easygoing and don't mind gentle handling. Corn snakes only reach lengths of 3 to 5 feet when fully matured. Some may get slightly bigger, but the species is on the smaller size compared to other popular snakes, which is another good starter snake. They can also take on a spectrum of colors. The standard colors are red, orange, orange-yellow, and black. Thanks to this species' willingness to breed in captivity, selective breeders have come up with some gorgeous color variations. You can get this type of pet snake with vivid stripes, muted diamond patterns, and more. Leucistic and albino morphs are popular as well. Number 3. Milk snakes. Milk snakes are another brightly colored pet snake species that can add tons of beauty to the right enclosure. Typically, they have stripes of red, black, and yellowish orange. At first glance, one could easily mistake the milk snake as the deadly coral snake. However, the similar coloration is nothing more than mimicry at its finest. Unlike the coral snake, the milk snake is not venomous at all. However, several color morphs do exist. In the wild, milk snakes inhabit many regions around the world. You can find them through most of the continental United States, Central America, Canada, and northern countries in South America. They're very widespread, but even still, the species remains popular in the reptile trade. These types of snakes can get quite big. Larger specimens can reach lengths of more than 4 feet. As a result, they require a sizable enclosure to stay healthy. Milk snakes are terrestrial and mostly nocturnal. Throughout the day, the snake will rest and remain hidden. When they are out and about, milk snakes still try to be secretive and blend in with their surroundings. Number 2. Water snakes. Water snakes make great pets. In fact, water snakes are commonly thought to be the best kind of snake to keep as a pet. As pets, they don't require too much effort, and they are relatively safe. They are even safe around little children, which is a huge plus. While they aren't aggressive, banded water snakes aren't particularly friendly either and will avoid contact with humans at all costs. When threatened, they may release an unpleasant musky odor, or they may even bite. Although their bite is not venomous, it can still be quite painful. Number 1. Ball python. This species is very widespread in the pet snake community, a great and popular option for beginners. It's also a favorite among experienced owners. Ball pythons are native to Central and Western Africa. Most of the snakes you see in the trade these days are captive bred. In fact, the species is often selectively bred to create new morphs. When it comes to color and pattern, there are many different ball pythons available. The standard coloration consists of brown, black, and gray. Contrary to popular belief, ball pythons aren't always up for handling. It takes time to build trust and get the snake comfortable with human interaction. Make no mistake, ball pythons can bite when threatened. Fortunately, most bites aren't a major cause for concern. Let us know in the comments which one of these you would like to get. Thanks for watching.